Man, I was sitting here chopping it up with no audio. Thanks. Good looking out, D. Mr. Colvin, appreciate it. Okay, let me start over. I was going ham. Ooh, well, I know Twitch is working. That's great. So appreciate that. Anyways, I apologize for not streaming so much as of late. I've had a bunch of real life stuff going on, new job, all that stuff. So I've been dealing with that. I still kind of am, but it's all in a positive way. It's not negative, nothing bad. But I have been working on that. So I'm working all those kinks out. One of the changes that's going to be happening, I used to stream in the weekends and stuff later at night. That's going to be changing to the middle of the day because I now have a work schedule that allows me to do so and will allow me to do more with my art. So I am super excited about that. And with that is going to come me streaming in the middle of the day more often, coming at you guys with more content, etc., etc., etc. So I'm working out what days of the week I'm going to be streaming. It'll mostly be twice a week. Some other things I want to talk about. Let me go ahead and place this in the back. So if you guys are on Instagram, please be sure to follow me there. ID Walker Art. All my art stuff is shown as ID Walker Art. So if you look up ID Walker Art, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, all of that, you'll be able to find me. You should be able to find me no problem. And so we'll do that there. And also, I am also on Patreon. I have gotten, I'm going to be doing more stuff with Patreon soon due to a new purchase that I got. Because your boy's moving on up in the art world. So all the things that I need are coming together. So I really appreciate that. So more will be added to the art club. Is there real quick before I get started? I want to show off some stuff. Like I said, I got a new printer. I got a Canon Pixma printer, and this thing is gorgeous. Let me go ahead and put this on regular real quick, just so that I can show you better pictures, full screen. So my printer, I don't know if you guys can see that in the back. No, mine's back there. Bring my shoulder down. There we go. That's the baby back there. My wife would kill me if she knew I was showing you this house like this. But we have here. So I've been working on prints. I'm still doing some experimentations. What I like, what I don't like, what I want to change, what I don't want to change, all that. So this is on 11 by, not 11 by 17, 8.5 by 11. So I don't know if you guys can see that. I did this power line print here. There's certain things that I'm kind of working on. I don't know if you can see it there, but there's some lines that are going through there. I honestly think I just need to work the printer and keep it working so that it'll work itself out. So these are all the test prints that I have. I made a Chibi All Might that was specifically designed for the small scale prints. All my Chibi work is all going to be 8.5 by 11 prints, all of them. So I'll be set with a certain price. I have All Might with My Hero Academia is my wife and I's favorite anime right now. My wife knows more about it than I do at this point, which is funny. It's great though. Nice to have a fellow manga nerd. But I got All Might in all of his different costumes and outfits. If you guys have not checked out My Hero Academia, do yourself a favor. Hands down the best superhero stories and manga I've ever read. And my stickers. These are stickers from the Swagger Knots, which is my characters that I created a long time ago. They're more like a brand type of thing now. There is a comic that exists out there. It's unfinished. I think I need to get back with the original, with my colorist on that book, and maybe finish that up somehow. But I don't know. We'll see. For now, they're just super cool, and you know, that's what I'm doing. So A lot of things are happening. A lot of things are moving forward that I'm very happy with, and I'm very satisfied. It's taking time, of course. All good things do take time, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm not trying to rush. I just want to do things just right, so that when I'm finally back out on the con scene, I'll have some stuff to give you guys and to show you new stories. And so, with that said, let's move on to my artwork here. This is one of the new things that I'm working on. As you know, if you guys have been following me for a while, I have been working on a comic book, and that's what I was doing. That's what I've been doing. Some changes, of course, have been made. A story which at first was going to be a traditional comic book, that I was traditionally going to make into a traditional comic book, is now going to be a manga style book. And the way that I'm going to introduce the book is going to be kind of new, but not new at the same time. It's not going to be manga sized, but it's also not going to be comic book sized. I will let you guys know in a while how that will show up. I'm going to be running a contest on my Instagram page. If you guys want to be a part of that giveaway, go to my Instagram page at ID Walker Art. I'll put that up here again, just so that you can see. And then in the story, there's a voting deal to see if you want to do a giveaway. If you want to be in the giveaway, just click yes. And people don't know on Instagram, the ones who have actually voted, they're automatically in. That's a thank you for actually participating in my stuff. You got a lot of lurkers and lookers, but no participants. So I just kind of gave you guys a hack right there. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started and stop talking. I need to go to my last page here and grab the colors from there. Alright, I'm gonna grab these colors here. Reference here. Put these motifs. I'm making my palette here just so that. All right. So if there's anybody from. If there's anybody else on Twitch, anybody who's live with me right now, thumbs up in the chat, please, just so that I know what's up. Is the music okay? Does the music need to be up a little bit? Am I a little bit low? Do I need to turn myself up? How's everything? I just want to make sure it's all good. Be sure to please talk to me in the chat. I love your feedback. Any questions you might have about anything, don't hesitate to ask me. I don't bite. Don't feel that you're bothering me or anything like that, please. So yeah, thumbs up in the chat. Please. You guys can see I've been working pretty hard. There's another one of the pages there. It's very simple deal here. There's not too much with it. I got to make sure that I'm consistent. That's one of the things as I've been studying manga work. Consistency is key. So I need to make sure that I'm staying consistent with everything. worst thing to do is be inconsistent with stuff. Mid-tone gray. Alright, so let's get started here. Some things here. Gotta go and erase. They're going to do a little bit of cleanup. Right. Music is good? All right, perfect. Thanks for that feedback, sir. How's things been with you, Coleman? Ain't seen you in a minute, man. Because I've been gone. But everything good with you, bro? Appreciate you being a loyal man, sticking around. Hope life is treating you well and doing you justice. I'm good, just making a lot of art. That's good, man. Keep that up, Playboy. Keep it up. Going. Don't stop. Are you working on projects, or is it more like just personal stuff? Stuff good. Sometimes you get in that trap when you do fan art and stuff that I do. You're not always able to. You may do your ideas and stuff. But sometimes you can get caught in a trap of, always doing what other people want you to do instead of creating your own stuff. So it's good that you are doing your own stuff, man. I applaud that. I think the best way to overcome that too is just to start off, if you're doing art, just start off doing your own stuff. That's what I did. Or doing your own stuff, or doing what you want to do. When I first came back to doing artwork like I'm doing now, that was one of the things that I did. I did not conform to, I tried not to conform to what others may have wanted me to do, unless I asked them personally. So it's good, man. So, as far as this book is concerned, I started this off with the idea of it becoming of being a traditional comic book. But it's funny because out of nowhere and over time, one of the things that I had trouble with is always the fundages. I'm trying to figure out how to charge for commissions. Ooh. Okay. I see you. Have you had a lot of interest in people wanting to get commissions from you? Or is that something you just kind of wanting to offer on your own? You want to offer. Okay? Alright. That's cool, man. Well, my thing is, don't, as far as that's concerned, do not charge hourly. Do not create your rates based on an hourly structure. I recommend that you go with a base rate that you think is worth your time, and make sure that you charge what you're worth. The thing is that you're going to find that those who actually are serious about purchasing your art don't care about how much it is, and if they do care, they'll go out, save the money, and get it, and then eventually when they do have the money, they'll come back to you. But they won't question what they won't question your prices because they see the value of what you do. I think it's amazing how there's other people out there who want to really criticize artists and never want to pay them what they're worth as far as their artwork is concerned. I always give this analogy. No one goes into a grocery store, plops a loaf of bread on the counter and says, yeah, I want to pay only 25 cents for this. The price is clearly $4.50. But nobody ever goes in and says, bam, this, I want to pay a quarter for this loaf of bread. The store person's going to do what? They're going to look at you like you're crazy and say, get out. They know what they have to offer. They know that the bread that they're selling is worth $4.50. And they're going to do that. And the person is going to pay that if they want a loaf of bread to take home to feed their family. So in the same way, you have to be, as artists, we all have to be, merchants, market ourselves, charge what we are worth, and not back down from it. And also at the same time, when you're charging, don't punish yourself for your efficiency, your speed, or anything like that. You never charge according to how fast you could do something. You charge according to your experience. Okay? So just keep those thoughts in mind, man, when you're doing that. It's easy to fall into that trap when you're first starting out doing commissions. I know, especially if you're trying to get some extra cash. That's another thing that a trap you want to be aware of. Also, don't look like you're desperate for money. Everybody's doing this for the money. You'd be lying to yourself if you said you weren't. But if you start off and come out like you're just trying to earn a quick buck, customers will see that, and they will inappropriately assume that, oh, they'll just take anything. and then treat your work accordingly. You know. So you need to come at it. You know, you don't need their money, but you want to offer something to them. You want to offer a service and a luxury to them, that because let's just be real, art is a luxury, but you also want to give them a reason as to why they need that luxury. Why give them a justification for that. If you come off as desperate, they'll sniff that a mile away, and you know, more than likely you'll lose out because of that. So just be careful of that. Okay, you gotta change your mindset on that. Gave you unsolicited advice. I hope I didn't overstep. I just realized that. I always do that. I just want to help people. I just want to help. So I hope you don't think I was overstepping, like you don't know what you're doing. I'm sure you know what you're doing. I'm sure you ain't going about this willy-nilly either. So, if I overstepped, I apologize. Looking at this, it's a little wonky. So I am learning quite a lot doing this here, because as I was saying, back to where I was going with this before I went on my little tangent. This started out at first is going to be a traditional. No, oh no, you're all good. Okay, cool. This started out at first to be a traditional comic book, but over the last few weeks, one of the things that I was running into was some trouble with money and needing to hire someone to color the book I wanted to, because my coloring style, to me, is not conducive to this book. It really needed a different type of look, and my coloring style is more cartoonish. I can do a comic book style, but it's more suited to like comic covers, and I didn't want the whole book to look like it was a big comic cover. You've helped me a lot from watching your stream. Well, man, I appreciate that. Cool deal. And learn a lot. Just tell your other artist friends about me. Have them come around and hopefully help them learn some stuff too. But I appreciate you have learned quite a bit. Yeah, so my art style, or my coloring style, didn't fit what I wanted this to look like. And so what I had done was I waited for a while. I hadn't continued on with doing the book either, because I was waiting for God knows what, and things were stalling. My wife even called me out. She's like, "Hey, you need to do more with your book. You haven't seen me do anything for a while." So what I had done is I went and made a black and white version of this, and I was going to put it out to you guys here on a webcomic, and I'm still going to do that. The first issue, I made a decision that this first issue is going to be made available, just only this first issue is going to be made available online. I want to put Pantheon out there so that, you know, people could see it, people could start hearing about it, and just so that it's not just sitting. But I need it to get moving with it. So, So, what I saw with this black and white, I wasn't satisfied with just having all this black and white on here. I'm like, man, what can I do to you know, get this out there and still, you know, I don't know, I was kind of like at a loss as to what I could do. I had been watching My Hero Academia. I'd seen manga. I have never, and I was like, you know what? I've never done a manga before. Maybe I should make this a manga instead. So I started messing with the tones and started doing all these things. And I said, you know what? I think I found it. Because one of the things I wanted to do is I want to save as much money as I can. I mean, I pay where the payment is necessary, where it's due. But I want to be able to save as much as I can. And that I can only do that if I'm able to do as much of this book as I can on my own. So that's what I decided to do. I said, you know what, I'm gonna try to do this on my own. See what do this manga style. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And very quickly, after doing one page, I was like, this works. It looks cool. It's very different. And you know what? I said, you know, I'm just gonna go for it. Just go for it. And so that's why we're here now. This has been quite a journey, and it's been really fun too. I'm enjoying doing this a lot, and I didn't even know. Now I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, I'm a pro mangaka artist. I don't know all the terms and all that stuff. I just like the style, and I know that I'm probably not doing a lot of this correctly. You know, I will admit that first and foremost. But at the same time, I don't care. I don't care. I'm just creating, and that is my main focus. I'm just creating something that I think and that I hope people will dig and be down for, and that they'll support. So, and I've been reading quite a few manga books too, also by other black creators, and it's been really cool to take inspiration from them and do this in my way and express and present this comic. And the first primary thing is getting it out there. Just who cares? You know, it being perfect, I've had to fight my perfectionist self. You know, but one thing about a perfectionist never gets anything done. And I've learned that the hard way. So I'm trying to purge that part of myself in regards to my creativity and just do the work to get it out there so that people can see it. Let them make the decision if they like it or not. I'm sure there's going to come criticism. There's people just going to look at this and be like, dude, this is trash. This looks like this looks like that. And then there's going to be people that are going to be like, oh my God, this is the dopest thing I've ever seen. So, you know, and that's fine. That is perfectly fine. And what I've done is I've said, you know what, I'm just going to draw what's out there, and then when I work on the following issues, I want to make sure that you guys see the improvement on what I'm doing, on what I've been doing, and because I've left all the stuff that's trash. Like, for instance, I'm gonna just call myself out. This panel is trash. This background is garbage. Took a shortcut. I'm keeping it in there for myself, though, because, and for those in the audience that read this series, I want you guys to see the active improvement. I want you guys to see everything. So as you're continuing through the book, you guys are going to be like, oh yeah, the art in this has gotten better. There's a clear distinction from the first issue to the final issue. You know, I want that to be there. So I really need for that to be there. Let's see here. I like the different camera angles. Yeah, man, I'm trying. I'm kind of I'm learning all of that too. And one thing, that's what manga does force you to do. It forces you to learn camera angles. So it's funny because I feel like manga is more of a challenge than, since I've been doing it, manga is more of a challenge than traditional comic book artwork. And that's just my opinion. There's probably people out there that will totally disagree with what I'm saying, but I just, on a personal note, I do feel that it's a little bit more difficult. But I like that challenge. I have to have that challenge where I don't feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over all of the time. So that's super important. Super, super important. Alright, so what we're going to do here, so the top of all these, I'm going to go ahead with this. Another thing that I do is I really study other manga as well, just to kind of give me insight as to what I'm doing, because I need to make sure I'm doing it right, you know. It's got to go on top of this, so let me go back to this. Between the layer here, I'm going to draw through this white. It's way too close to the front. Sometimes you gotta go back in there and fix up these things that you forget. It's funny, you don't see these things until you go in and do work, and then you're like, oh snap, I forgot to do this. You just rushing because I'm trying. You're here trying to get stuff done. So now going back to the gray area here. Let's bring this up some. Actually, I don't want that. I'm going to go with a soft brush. There we go. Dude, I may have discovered a new effect that I want to use maybe in this book later. Might have just found an easy way to do speed lines. Soft brush. What's nice, what's cool about these is like experimenting with these different tones. It's been really fun for me too. So messing with this has been really neat. You see right here, I like that panel here. I like that a lot. That tone here in the background. I do need to go back here. Up some. Anyway, so I don't know what I was saying before, but I don't consider myself a mangaka person. I guess that's what they call that. Somebody will correct me, I'm sure. I don't consider myself pro at this by any means. But I am learning. So what I'm trying to do is figure out a way to make myself stand out, to make this stand out as well, because truth be told, I am still a fan of the traditional comic book style of everything, but I do want to figure out a way that I can make myself stand apart from the traditional and what it used to, because that's what's going to catch people's attention. So I think I've come up with something, but we're just gonna have to see. That's when the proofs of this book come out and all of that. I'm just gonna have to stick with my guns and hope I find something that will be unique and different. Create these outlines here, and the characters here. Another thing too I want to bring out, leaving in your mistakes. I think leaving in your mistakes, some might call that like a cop out, doesn't look good, it's not perfect. I think that leaves room for you to visibly see your improvements too, on what you've done. People can visibly see your progress and growth. In order to do that though, you gotta be not be afraid to make mistakes. You gotta make those mistakes, probably show them off, but at the same time be like, yo, while proudly showing them off, put yourself in a position to learn and grow from what you created. So you're putting yourself on blast, but and taking accountability for what you're creating, while at the same time, just growing with it, Get rid of this. That's what we don't want. so. So, believe it or not, I'm not doing this on what's that one program everybody uses? That one. I'm doing this on Procreate. I'm not doing this on Clip Studio Pro, or whatever. So I am strictly doing this on Procreate, and I've been having some success. It's been really cool. I put in this gray color and then do the tones on top because it enriches the color of the black man. No mistaking that these are brothers, simple people. There'll be no mistaking. My phone over here blowing up. It's so funny how all of a sudden, you know, when you're streaming and you try to progress and do something big, everybody wants to call. Everybody want to have something to say. Brother. Okay. Now, like that. Yeah, like that. Much better. those tones off of here. This is more close up on the cell. I'm going to do some more with his shoulders here. As I'm doing this now too, realizing that you could define muscle on here as well. It's kind of cool. You can see it much better on the screen. Like that. It's funny because doing this isn't taking me, I mean, it takes a minute, but it's not like excruciatingly long, which is what I like. Too dark. Need to make that lighter. Tones everywhere, tones everywhere. We don't like that. We're at an hour and 15 minutes. Those of you who are still joining me on the stream, I appreciate it. Okay. Let's go ahead and put some, let's finish this off with a little bit of reflection, if you will. Nothing too crazy. But just enough to get the message across. Clean up these tones in certain areas here. And realizing that it's grace that did not erase. don't want to make him look like he's sweating. That'd be weird. Nothing too crazy, just good enough to where right. Hour and a half. We're coming up on. So honestly, after this, I will probably call it a day. Things continue well. I probably may come back on tomorrow, but until then, I will just be on for. I'll be on later on this week. Page looks different. Looks decent. Let's bring back in the speech balloons here. I'm down. I mean, if you are. Like I said, I'm probably doing this so wrong, but the fact of the matter is this. I'm learning, and, you know, anybody that may be looking at the stream later on, I want to give you about some manga tips as to how to do these types of things. That would be wonderful and great. So, but I do like how the page looked, if I'm being honest myself. Somebody looking at this and be like, this is the most horrible manga page I've ever seen. This person's a try hard. This guy has no idea what he's doing. But you're probably right. You're probably right. But it is what it is. So as I continue to learn, it's going to get better. I'm like inside of my, I wish you guys could see the inside of my head right now. My head's like, you know, but I'm trying to keep it positive and keep it moving. I mean, the page is done and complete, so that's what we're gonna roll with. Yeah. So so I'm going to keep this scrolling across the bottoms, keep signing up for my Patreon, as you see at the bottom of the screen here, patreon.com/IDWalkerArt to join my art club there. Every month, Patreons who join up will get a digital copy for the $5 tier of my print that you can print out yourself. If you go higher, you'll actually get a physical copy. I'm working on stickers right now, so stickers will also be added to that in time. So please look out for that, and possibly some other things as well that you just get in your monthly pack of art that you'll receive from me. Please show your support and love. Follow me on all my socials: Instagram, ID Walker Art, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Tell your friends about me. Have them come over, check out my other broadcasts if you like. But yeah, tell them. Hopefully, you guys will be able to learn something. And that's it there. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to send me a message. I'm always answering through my Instagram. That is the best place you can reach me. I'm always on the phone, so you can always reach me there. And that's about it, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming in, joining me. Mr. Coleman, I appreciate you coming through, saying what's up. And that's it for today, folks. Appreciate you guys coming to chilling, hang out with me on the Chillin' Sketch podcast, draw along, comment with the deal. This is the type of work you guys are going to see from me for the moment, because I'm really focusing on trying to get this comic done. One quick thing. If you want to enter my giveaway, go on to my Instagram, follow me there, and vote on the poll that you see there, and vote yes if you want to be a part of that giveaway. Everyone who voted yes is automatically going to be a part of that. I'll be giving away some stickers that I showed at the beginning. Let me go ahead and bring that back up here. These are my Swagger Nuts stickers that I have here. Gonna have, and then my prints here. These are all test prints, to be warned. But we got the Powerline print here, and then you have the Chibi All Might print here. These are specifically designed for the 8.5 by 11 mini prints because they're chibi. So I have him in all of his different suits here from the manga. So the winner of that giveaway will get all 4 of these prints, some stickers, and maybe some additional surprise. One of the, you're online. People on Instagram don't know yet, unless you've been here on the stream. You're going to get a 4-page preview of Pantheon and the idea that I am currently thinking of. So that's going to be sent to you as well. Okay. So you guys can get a kind of a sneak peek what it looks like. And yeah. So again, go on Instagram, ID Walker Art, follow me, and vote on the poll to get entered into the drawing. Okay? I'm going to shut up before I start repeating myself. And we all know that people don't like when I do that. So thank you all for joining me, and I will catch you guys later on this week on the Chill and Sketch podcast. Take care, guys.